This is the most excitement we've had around here in a long time. Gotcha, sucker. We'll cook you later. Check this over here. Ooh, getting all kinds of lucky today. He'll cook good too. That's the 4th rat I've caught in that corner in the last few days. They must know it's about to get cold. At least it's going to be cold for this part of Texas. And that reminds me, I've got to do something with some blueberry plants that I just bought so they don't die from the cold weather. I've got a couple rows that have started to die off some. And so instead of just replacing the plants that have died, I'm just going to push all of them up and start over again with some new varieties. Now we've got 6 varieties of blueberries here on our farm, but not this particular variety. So we're going to try these out and see how they do for us. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these plants back before I cover them up. Most of this stuff right here would die anyway with it being 10 degrees. And I always prune them back pretty aggressively before I plant them in our field. And I'll just show you how I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to take off this lower one right here. This one here. And that's what it's going to look like. Doesn't look like much, but those roots will take off growing. This plant will take off growing in the springtime. It'll do a whole lot better for you than if you left it, tall and let it bear fruit and stuff like that. So that's how I'm going to do it before I plant. I'm going to cover them up, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that here in just a minute. Hopefully save them all with this hard freeze we got coming. Let's see if we can't make this simple. Well, we got them all pruned and loaded up in the buggy, ready to cover them up so that they don't freeze. I'm going to cover these plants up with this pine bark mulch right here, and hopefully that's going to keep them from freezing. Well, y'all, hopefully that's going to help. Tell you what, that shoveling wore me out. But hopefully that's enough bark on there to keep everything warm enough that it won't kill the plants. Oh man, I just remembered I got some blackberries too. Shoot. Dang. Here's a few thornless blackberries that I propagated. I got to get those put up as well. Get these covered. I hadn't even cut them free yet. They're still stabbed in the pots here. This one was out there trailing and got roots all over it. I'm gonna cut that off and stick that in another pot, I guess. Can you believe it? There's another one.